What's the weirdest request you guys have ever had?
Oh, you don't want to know.
We totally do. Or okay, what's the weirdest, unusual PG thing?
I was going to say, we used to do a lot of calendars at the end of the year, and we've had people bring in their own photos. And there was one calendar that we had to keep the photos well hidden. As
We weren't supposed to look. Yeah, you're supposed to like do it without looking at anything. So we.
You're good. I don't know. Are you that good?
That's tough
right.
to do.
I mean, you can't not.
Can you do your
look.
job blindfolded?
Not
So
really.
no, we don't
Right.
like to take those projects.
Yeah.
No, do not
not
bring
even.
those to us.
Right.
Do not.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Buffalo Community Podcast. I'm Tyler Reiss with Edina Realty, and we've got another fun episode with you. But before we get started, you know the drill. It's not really a drill. It's just an intro.
All right, I like it.
You're not moving.
Oh, I gotta finish this.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reiss and Mark Benzer.
I thought that was you guys humming along.
No, that was me.
I thought, we have fans now.
Right?
No, it's
Yeah,
just
no.
ourselves.
Our own biggest fans.
Where
So
you need to be.
we got a fun episode. They're all fun,
Yeah.
but a fun episode. Owner of Integriprint, production manager at Integriprint, Jackie Worm, and Chelsea Schmid. Thanks for
Yes.
coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So, Integriprint, what is it? What do you do?
We do printing.
Excellent.
All right, and that is a wrap for this
there you
week's
go.
episode.
Right.
We do mainly digital print. So anything from business cards to newsletters, postcards. And then we've recently expanded into more of the signage as well. I mean, we've been able to do banners and things like that. But now we are printing directly. Oh yes, and
Coffee
we
cups.
do promotional products. Yes, mailing services. So we take care of people's mailing lists. They can send them to us, and we'll make sure that they don't get duplicates sent to. You know, when you get that mail piece in your mailbox and you get 5 of them, somebody didn't do their job very well, and
Yep.
somebody paid a lot of postage. So
Yep.
that's our job, is to take care of their lists, run them through our software, get rid of duplicates, and they can purchase lists from us.
Are you
as
doing any
well.
political mailings right now?
We don't. You know what? We
Thank
don't
God.
do a lot of political
Yes.
stuff.
No.
You know, this
We've
is
done maybe
after the
2.
this is after the election, so
Yeah.
this is going to be there. So, congrats to half of you. We're sorry for the other half.
Yep.
We don't know which that one is yet, but thank you for not doing the political mailings.
No.
Yes.
We're not
Yes.
doing that.
No, we
Very
stayed
much
away
so.
from that.
Yep. So, promo products. I know we've got a few here on the table here.
We have a graphic designer in-house as well.
Yep. In-house is located over by Target.
Yes.
That was such a good guess. I
Right.
should have let you guys say that.
Walking
Yeah.
distance.
Yep. And recently went through a renovation there. You have some new products there, or I guess new equipment.
You know, we did. I got rid of my offset presses because they weren't being used. We were printing everything on our digital equipment, which gave us a little extra space. Well, I got a little carried away when I decided to fill that space, and the equipment that I bought was a little too big for that. So we ended up knocking out a wall and expanding into the garage area.
Yep.
So we moved all our bindery stuff out to the garage area, and our mailing services are all now back in that area. And then we have our big cutter and printer where we used to have our offset equipment. So we can route out signs. So we print on 4-foot by 8-foot boards of many different types of material, from acrylic to wood to foam core, plastic corrugated. We have a whole bunch of different substrates we can print on. And then we can cut that to whatever kind of shape you want.
You can, you're only limited by your imagination, so we can
And
print
we
people, cut them out, and they could be a
We
stand
still want to
cutout.
make it. We still want to make a Tyler.
I think
Yep.
I know. I think we missed an opportunity here to have your guys' foam cutouts right here.
Oh, absolutely.
And
We
then
could have
just-
sent them in our place.
Man,
Yeah.
and just pre-record it and just like, wow, they're a ventriloquist.
Yes,
there.
right? Faces aren't moving.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to my own cutout here. it would have been very poor timing because we didn't do open houses this spring or summer or anything like that. And that's kind of what I really wanted for it. But maybe a slimmer version, 8 foot tall, something that's really represents me.
Yeah.
Actual size.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
So I'm sure COVID and the challenges that COVID is presenting to so many business owners, not just but everybody in general, I'm sure you're not immune to any of that. What types of challenges have you guys had at Integriprint? And
Well, I guess the biggest challenge, and it was just kind of more upsetting, that we were going to have an open house for our new equipment on March 2nd, week of March.
March 19th.
And that's exactly when the governor shut everything down. So we had to postpone that and hopefully reschedule it when this is all done and we can just have a big party. So that was the first big challenge. And then it was when everybody got shut down. You could see that we kind of took a slight hit, but a lot of our clients are essential, so that kept us going.
great.
And with the new equipment, it really helped us transition and create signage for restaurants. We are open. We are doing curbside. All the floor graphics that talk about 6 foot distancing and things like that, we were able to at least get into that market and really push that out.
That's fantastic.
So
And
that
our
helped.
hand sanitizing stations.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I saw a few of those actually walking into your office the other day. There's not a spot that's not filled with
Something we
that
made.
you do. Absolutely. I think I'd go like a kid in the candy store and make all sorts of stickers.
So
Yeah.
so rather than waiting until this is over to have an open house, what we've been doing is inviting people in that had already RSVP'd for the open house. We're inviting them one at a time, so they can come get their free gift. We give them their name badge, and if they hang on to that name badge until this is all over, we are going to have a party for absolutely no reason.
Perfect.
And they can bring their name badge to be entered into a prize drawing. So that's the plan.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been at the I say new location, but it's been a few years now.
2012.
2012. Okay, so 8. That's a little
Well,
more
it's
than a
only
few.
a few.
A little more than a few,
To me,
but
it seems like a few.
but how long have you been? Did we already ask that? How long have you been in business?
It was 26 years the 1st of October.
Cool.
And has that been in Buffalo the whole time?
Yes.
Gotcha. So, real quickly, 26 years, kind of based on what you're doing today with all the promotional products, the printing, how has it evolved?
Oh, my. We
Not
started.
enough time.
Right?
Probably not, because
Yeah.
we started as a secretarial service and a copying center, more like the old Kinko's stores. Sure. And things just progressed from there.
Yeah.
I bought a press one day because some salesperson told me it was a great idea. So then everything kind of, to me, happens by accident, but it's progressed into what it is today from that.
So, what a hell of a sales guy.
Yeah.
Right?
What were you
Right?
doing when he was
If
door to door
only.
selling a press?
He told me I would make a lot more money if I had an offset press in my business. So I thought, okay, sure. All right.
All right.
Worked out good.
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
you're working out just
They're
fine.
not- yeah.
Yep.
And production manager, it's the quote. I think we can paint a picture, but what do you do?
So really, I keep the shop running. I'm in charge of getting the employees and staff going in the morning, figuring out if our timeline is doable, if I need to switch things around, push jobs off, get stock ordered, get supplies done, and really just pitching in and helping when I see if somebody's struggling or needs the help, I can jump in. But then I also take care of the clients who are coming in, so I'm also entering the orders and, I don't know, making relationships with new clients, old clients, and keeping my face in front of them.
Sure. How do you said you have an in-house designer. They sit down. If someone said, I want this to happen, I need to get my name out of there for X business. Let's just say, for example, a real estate company. If they came in and said, what can you do for us? I mean, I'm assuming you said, hey, this is what we've done for other people. I mean, do you have that consultation right there? Or
Or you
do
can make
people
an
come-
appointment. Some people will call ahead of time and make sure that our graphic designer's available, and they'll sit down with her, kind of give her, their thoughts and their concepts, and
Erin,
let her go
right?
from there.
Yes. Yep.
She's a great neighbor.
Is she?
No,
Yep.
she's good.
Yeah. So I guess nobody should hesitate to come to you guys because they don't have a perfect drawing of what they want done.
No.
They show up with a concept.
Yep.
Here's kind of what I'm thinking. Here's what I want to accomplish.
Or to somehow articulate what's going around in their head so that we can put it down on paper. Yep.
What's the weirdest request you guys have ever had?
Oh, you don't want to know.
We totally do. Or okay, what's the weirdest, unusual PG thing?
I was going to say, we used to do a lot of calendars at the end of the year, and we've had people bring in their own photos. And there was one calendar that we had to keep the photos well hidden as
We weren't supposed to look. Yeah, you're supposed to like do it without looking at anything. So we yeah.
You're good. I don't know. Are you that good?
That's tough
Right?
to do.
I mean, you can't not
Can you do your
look.
job blindfolded?
Not
So no,
really.
we don't
Right.
like to take those projects.
Yeah.
No, do
No.
not bring those to us.
Right.
Do not. No.
Well, now with the life-size cardboard cutouts,
Right.
I guess
Right?
it could get a
Oh, it
little
could
bit
go.
more.
So I'm going to have
crazy.
to find a different printing company.
Yes.
So next year's calendars are out of the question, I guess, Mark. The men of Buffalo Community
Yeah.
Podcast. Oh my gosh.
Let's
would be
talk about
fantastic.
something else. Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Okay. You've always been located in Buffalo, but grew up in the area. Let's learn a little bit more about Jackie and Chelsea.
So Chelsea is my niece. My niece, my goddaughter, my succession plan.
Production manager.
Yep.
Yeah. So she has been working with me since you were in college.
Yeah, about 16 years. I started out part-time in bindery, just needed a job while I was going to school. And then that transitioned from working in bindery to jumping in as graphic designer to doing client care. So I pretty much touched every aspect of Integriprint, or the copy shop when it used to be that, when I was pushed into production manager, and I've been there ever since.
Pushed in. Now I can get this little bit of banter back and forth now that I know that you're related. I didn't know that. I've known you guys for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeez, I got to start listening.
And pushed in only because somebody left and that role needed to be filled. I was terrified because I knew nothing about it, but I was the one
And her aunt can be just a little crabby sometimes.
That's good.
But no, so it worked out. I mean, it was a very nervous and scary learning experience being production manager and being in charge of a lot of stuff. But with Jackie's guidance and figuring out the little bits and pieces that I needed to, this is where I'm at.
Yeah, my kids didn't have any interest. Imagine that.
Really?
Nope. Nope. So this worked out really well.
Do your kids listen to this?
We won't tell them about it.
Okay. Did you get upset when they didn't want to follow in your footsteps for that?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I can push my niece. I don't push
Yes.
my
yeah.
kids.
All right. We got somebody to do it.
Right, and I brought my kids into the shop to help out every once in a while with just some fun projects,
starting 'em
and
young.
they're all excited. Oh, Mom,
All in.
when I get older, I want to work here. I'm like, well, we have plenty of time to talk about this.
Right.
To me, it's the smell of the ink. And it just,
Yeah, we don't get that anymore.
I know I miss it.
The press, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Jackie, what about your transition from the shop? How you started,
Says the dedicated niece.
right?
Great question.
Like, what do you mean?
Like how you started. How did you get the company?
It was by accident. I came to work as a temporary employee for White Cell Medical Locums, which had WML Secretariat. So it was Tim Whitesell's business. And I came in as a temp employee. He's like, oh, you have experience. You want to work full time? And I said, no, I'm married to a farmer. I need to help him in the springs and in the falls. And he said, okay, I'll hire you full time and I'll give you spring and fall off so you can still help your husband. I'm like, okay. And then that following summer, he wanted to sell the company, and it was something I wanted like a few years before that. So I jumped in against my accountant and my banker's advice
What do
and
those
said,
guys know anyway?
Yeah,
Right,
they don't know
exactly.
nothing.
They don't.
I figured I'd see how much of the farm I lost in the first 6 months and
Yeah,
jump if I had to.
sure.
Yep.
I like that story.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of them out there that, I mean.
Well, you
by
know, and now
accident.
as I get closer to retirement, somebody asked me the other day, so, what are you going to do when you retire? I said, well, I'm kind of open yet to what I want to do in my next stage. And they said, well, what did you want to do when you were growing up? I said, I wanted to marry a farmer and have kids. I did that. That printing business wasn't in my plan to begin with. So,
Podcast host?
hey, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, have a podcast.
That'd be kind of fun.
Nobody listens to this anyway.
Right.
Oh, yes, they do.
Just kidding. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Well, that you mentioned retirement. Is that what's next for Integriprint? I mean, if you're gone, are you going to accidentally buy it?
I think that's the plan.
Hey, that's great. I'd like to put you on the hot seat here.
Right? Come on, don't ask me those
Right.
questions
Yeah.
yet.
She will buy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that whole, what are you going to do in 3 and 5 years? Don't ask me that question because
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know what's for supper tonight.
Right?
Right. And sometimes all you want to do is marry a farmer and have kids, and then you end up
Right?
buying a
Print shop.
just kind of. I feel like there's a lot of story. I don't know a single insurance person that ever dreamed of being an insurance person. Just
It just
a
happens.
series
Yeah.
of events takes place, and then you all of a sudden you're an insurance person, and it's like this was never my plan.
Nope.
My hunch, real estate could be somewhat of the same type of a story.
I was going to ride the wave of being a mailman forever, but I'm not anymore.
yeah.
So glad I'm not. I remember your shop downtown.
Yep. And your dad was always the happy postman.
Now you got that really crabby one, right, Troy? He doesn't listen to this.
Yeah.
So we like to do a speed round thing, and this is kind of where we get a little bit bogged up because we don't have our 350 list of good questions to ask. But I remember a few of them.
All right.
I always like to ask, when you're alone in your car on a road trip, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to 60s.
Nice.
It depends. Where are we going on this road trip?
Somewhere boring.
If we're going camping, it's normally the soundtrack of Going Into the Wild or Into the Wild.
Okay.
It
Like
puts us
that.
in the mood of hiking and
Sure.
experiencing nature.
Wilderness.
If you're going grocery shopping.
Oh, then it's the Office Ladies podcast.
Oh, that's great.
Sure.
I love it. That is great.
That's kind of a fun one to listen to. Like I have to watch the episode immediately after.
Yep.
That's kind of a fun aspect of that one.
Yep.
A little behind the scenes of that. So, what would you say the closest thing to real magic is that exists today?
Oh my gosh. You go first, Jackie.
I hear magic, all I think of is Al Hoekstra. Where is he?
He's disappeared.
He's just that's real magic.
Right. Yeah. I've only asked this question one other time, and it was to Dr. Tom Kuzma, and he said holograms is the closest thing to real magic that he can think of right now.
And
I
I
thought
assume
that
that
was-
might be something you guys get into soon after the 3D printing and then the cardboard cutouts.
I can't
and
see holograms.
Yeah. What is it something with your eyes?
Really?
Really?
Okay,
never heard of that.
I was joking when I said that.
No,
I just
I
thought
really
you said you
can't see
didn't.
them.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
My eyes don't focus together, so the eye doctor said I could stare at them for as long as I wanted, and I would
So you
not
could
be
never
able
go to like a Elvis concert with Elvis hologram on
3D
stage.
glasses
Yeah.
don't do anything for me. Yeah.
well, that's kind of a
Gotcha.
bummer. Although I think 3D glasses are a little overrated. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I have to say, like, airplanes flying.
Sure.
Flying.
It's mind-boggling.
It is.
If you could go anywhere in the world, all expenses paid, 2 weeks, where would you go?
Australia.
Bora Bora. And I'd be going by myself because my husband will not go on an airplane for that long.
But it's magic.
Too magical.
Too
Okay,
magical.
if we can get there without
Sure.
the long flight,
Okay.
Bora Bora.
I like those. Those are good answers. Have you ever been? No?
No.
What drives you to go to Australia?
The koala bears. That's it.
That's it?
Just want to go see it.
All right.
They might have some in Apple Valley.
No, that's good. And then Bora Bora, I'm assuming for the obvious reasons of blue water
Exactly.
in the ocean.
And like sitting in those huts over the water with the glass floors, and I don't know, it's always been on my bucket list.
I like that.
What's your favorite restaurant? Just any local, state, anywhere. What's the best restaurant experience you've ever had?
Oh, it's hard to pick. Benihana's. We both like Benihana's a lot.
I want to bring my kids there. Kids are relatively picky eaters, but I think you can bring a picky eater. It's like a show. I mean,
My kids are picky eaters, and
Yeah.
they love that place.
Right.
So we will go there for birthdays, anniversaries, any excuse for a celebration.
I took the day off on Friday and I went to Benihana's with my wife. It was great. It was,
Did you try the exotic mojito? Not that.
yes.
Oh, it's
We did.
the best. It's
It
like
was,
Kool-Aid.
it was great. And it was, it's such a different experience when it's like the lunch hour and nobody's there. And because it's just you and this guy flipping shrimp tails around. No, it was a really fun experience just in the middle of the day. When I said, well, where do you want to go for lunch? I said, do you want to go to Benihana? Her eyes blew up, and yeah, it's great. Great answer.
We actually just took the kids there last week to celebrate a few birthdays in the family. So the chef was fantastic with all the new little things that he was doing for the kids. He was really focused on them, so they were having a really good time.
It's very fun. Very fun. Can you guys speak any different languages?
No.
If you could, which one would you choose?
Spanish.
French.
I feel like you said that so confidently. I need to know why.
I don't know. Even in high school, I thought that would be the language that I'd want to pick up
Sounds
was
cool.
French, right?
Sounds cool.
Yes. Everyone speaks Spanish. No, I'm kidding.
I don't.
As it was a hard no from both of you.
Right?
Well, I don't know.
No. I don't know.
Cool. Mark, how about you?
Spanish.
Sure.
It would be just from a professional standpoint. It would be by far the most useful language
Yeah.
day to day that I could learn how to speak. In fact, it's something that I've said I should do
Yep.
many times. So I wouldn't totally write off actually learning it.
Yep.
If anybody has a good Rosetta Stone or something like that, reach out to me, because you got to pay a little bit of money for it. And I'm worried that I wouldn't dive into it, that it wouldn't justify the cost of it. But
Sure. Okay. Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, that's a staple. Pizza.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
iPhone.
I'm out of questions.
If you could get rid of one trending thing, one current trend, what would you get rid of? Like snap bracelets or rollerblades. Those aren't really current.
Social
but-
media.
Yeah.
This is the wrong place to say that, isn't it?
No, that's been our answer every time. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you for listening, everybody.
And it's
Just to remind you,
Out
you
and
can
over.
find us pretty much everywhere online.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking like TikTok or Snapchat or any
Yeah.
of those little apps.
Social media apps.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer. I agree. Is there anything that you that we missed maybe talking about for Integriprint?
You can all look forward to that party.
I know, right? When we can all get together, have fun, smile, and see smiles.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes.
We're just going to blur them out right now.
Right?
No, just kidding.
Just so everyone gets used to the nose above.
Exactly.
Well,
right.
I'm just thinking, as a printer, it's like anything you can come up with, come to us with it, and we can let you know if it's possible or not possible, especially with the new equipment. There's so much more that we can do just by thinking about stuff and just coming up with some unique ideas.
The other thing is the mailing services. I don't think a lot of people realize that they think, oh, it's going to cost me money to go have somebody else do this for me. But what they don't realize is you save so much on postage when you use bulk rate postage discounts. So we pass our discounts on to clients, and if they're doing
Enough pieces.
usually over 500, would you say, it pays for the services to do them usually. So
Cool.
I think that's our intro right there. That was great.
There you go.
All right. For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reiss with Edina Realty.
I'm Mark Benzer with Country Financial.
Are we supposed to say our names?
Yes.
I'm Jackie Worm with Integriprint.
And I'm Chelsea with Integriprint.
Nailed it. Nailed
So
it.
close. All right.
I'm so sorry.
That was a good practice
geez.
round.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, that's similar to what the real deal will be like.
Yeah.